Okay, tankers. Seattle Forge here. And this is one of the silliest games I've ever witnessed. This isn't me, this is Montanagrizzly of the Essex clan playing his Tier 5 German medium tank, the Panzer IV H. I don't know how to say H in German. I'll go with H. And it's a Tier 7 match, so he's bottom tier. And the teams look pretty even. And Grizzly's been on a tear with this thing. He's been watching Walt and I have so much fun in it, he decided to buy it back himself. I don't know actually if he ever had it. But it's been a favorite that I've bought back several times, usually to train up crews in. And then lately, I don't know, it just felt awesome. So it's been fun to play. And I win in it a lot, so whatever. Anyway, Grizz is playing this. After the module consumable sell-off apocalypse of 2018, he's got this tank in his garage now, and it's cranking out credits for him. Good move, looking down, looking for the advancing small tanks who might shoot up on the south side. So what can I tell you about this little baby? Well, on paper, it's not as good as the M4 Sherman in regards to Tier 5 medium derp tanks, but for my money, it feels a little sharper, and there's no stat that bears that out whatsoever. But, you know, it doesn't punch as hard as the Sherman. And the mobility's the same, but I think the Sherman's a little quicker, and the Sherman has better view range. I think this thing might have better camo. It does have lower alpha, but for whatever reason, it just feels a little sharper. Probably totally my imagination, but when I play this thing, even with the noob crews that I put into it, I have a fun time. Alright, so we are down 2 tanks. The OI Experimental will go on to whine about how he was one-shotted by KV2 and how is that possible. I'd advise you to go look at the stats of your armor and the KV2's gun and make that call for yourself. And Grizz gets a miss, and he's now spotted. There are 2 artillery on the enemy team, so we have to be careful. My Experimental is noting that he has 700 health, and that is impossible. But perhaps you shouldn't have shown him the back of your turret and the side of your tank. Alright, so Grizz is going to do a few laps of the back of this hill here between the F line and the J line, or at least the H line. Let's not exaggerate, Forge. Alright, and we've brought up a kill on their team against their Burt, FE304. Now it's 2-2. As they've killed the enemy KV1. And here's the M4 improved, played by a pretty good player. And Grizz does not get a penetrating roll, or not a well-penetrated roll. I guess the improved armor is improved. So he took a shot in exchange and traded an HE shot against is that a Tier 5 or a Tier 6? I don't know. Anyway, he's got the back of his turret now, so that's lights out. M4 improved is wrecked, but it's 5-3. 6-3 for the enemy team. They've killed our very good AMX 1357, which is an OP tank, so that is truly unfortunate. It's now 7-4. Oh, the losses are piling up on our side. Grizz continues to surf the back of this hill. It appears as though most of the enemy team is concentrated in the center of the map. Their 1357 gets a spot on Grizz and is plenty healthy. SG-152 appears to be injured, is loping into the middle here. AMX 1357 getting the spots. 1357 finishes off our M6. Their M6 gets some spotting off of Grizz, who's helping out here, and Grizz gets a shot on their Japanese Tiger, putting him away. Nice big roll, 127, put him away. It's 9-6. Friendly team falling apart. Now here's the M6, and I thought it actually was an M4 when I watched it before, and I noticed that it's a nice roll, but he gets the fire. Fantastic, 441 against the M6. Flamu puts him away. Alright, Grizzly spotted a Panzer Syphilis up above, proxy spot there. The Panzer Syphilis is My favorite tank in the game to shoot with derp rounds because it's just a foil box. It's just, and a bishop smashes it. Oh, and the Panzer Syphilis shoots us, but we put him away in one shot. Now the T-3485, this is surely the end of Grizz. He's got 402 hit points. Grizz can't derp him out in one shot, except he gets a derp shot on him, and the T-3485 rolls on his side, gives up the belly. And I was actually worried that Grizz was so close there he might have splashed himself shooting him in the belly, but apparently not to worry. Not to worry. We've now closed this in. Grizz is on 5 kills. It is 11-10 for the enemy team. And the enemy tanks are manageable. Not easy. Manageable. So we got a tier 7 artillery, tier 5 heavy, another tier 5 heavy, tier 5 medium tank, and then a tier 5 artillery. So 2 artillery, 2 heavies, and a medium. 4 out of 5 are tier 5s. What does that say for the tier 7s in this game? And we have a KV-1S Panzer 4H. KV-1S just scores a kill, taking out their T-34. So we have even up at 11-11. Whew. Whew. Alright, we have an artillery, a TD, a medium, and a tier 5 heavy tank. All tier 5s. Their M12 could be a difference maker in this tank, in this game, sorry. We do have a slight edge on the players in the game. And there we have the M12. Beautiful. And he pulls down his gun and backs up just in time to dodge the derp round. And Grizz makes a questionable decision here. I see him going around the back, but of course he doesn't know where the bishop is or where the KV-1 is. So I'll cut him a break there. And he cuts across the rocks here, hoping to get a peek at a little bit of the M12. There's just not enough of that M12 poking out, and he moves on. And this is where I think it's all going to go wrong, and he's going to T-3485 himself and land on his back like a turtle, unable to right himself. Grizz has got 1,531 damage that he knows of. I don't think there's been any blind shots. I can't remember any. M12 is well and truly spotted. Surprised not to see a shot from our artillery, but perhaps he has other things to worry about. The T1 Heavy is in our base dueling with the Archer, and that is just not a fight that most Archers are going to win. And he takes the shot, but misses the backside as the M12 ducks off the backside of the hill. Grizz goes after him and is able to put him away in one shot with the derpy HE round. Whew. 12-12. Things are evened up. They do have 2 heavy tanks, down to our heavy tank, medium tank, and an artillery. Grizz gets the Top Gun. He's at nearly 1,900 damage, a fantastic result in this tank, and the Bishop is pulling him into vision. And oh, they trade shots. The Bishop down to 10 hit points, and Grizz down to 44. Looks ugly. T1 Heavy, obviously, in our base. After killing off the Archer. Bishop is put away. The KV-1S, and Grizz makes, first time I watch this replay, I'm like, don't cap, you don't have it. And now both heavy tanks from the enemy team are in our cap with 33 seconds left. Grizz is hoping that our guys can get on soon enough, but a KV-1S, he doesn't look like he's in a big hurry. The AMX is hurrying, but he was too far away. Questionable call earlier. Should Grizz have pedaled over there and done a reset? Not sure. How's this going to work? Maybe maybe our SPG can get shots on the enemy cap and get a reset. Give us the win. We're within 6 seconds of each other. Everybody, all 3 of us on the cap here. We're down to 3 seconds. Oh, there goes the shot on the reset. No reset. 6-second gap. That brings us to the end. It's an unfortunate heartbreak after a fantastic game. So how's that for a result? Second mark of excellence. Nice. Ace tanker. Arsonist. Of course, a bruiser. What is it other than a duelist? I don't know what duelist is. But 4 bonds. Almost, 4,600 experience points. 54,000 credits. I don't think that was a profit. We'll look again later. 12,500 win 8. Fantastic. An Oskin's medal for destroying at least 3 tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank in one battle. And they have to be 1 tier higher. This was a tier 7 game. And, of course, a Top Gun. Fantastic result. High caliber denied as the enemy 1357 actually took the prize for damage, not by much. And of course with an OP tier 7 premium light tank with an 8-clip magazine. That's got to burn a little bit. Of course, Grizz here in his tier 5 medium tank with a slow-loading derp gun gets 2,027 damage and 6 kills for 858 base XP. I don't know how the 1357 actually came out with the higher XP level, but you lost! No, you didn't lose. No, so, oh god, 2 tier 5 heavy tanks tapped us out. Capping. Gross. Gross. And of course, the highlight on this page is always the credits. This thing is incredibly popular. The HE ammunition is cheap as chips and hugely effective. 14 shots fired, 10 hit with 10 penetrations, 2,027 damage equals 49,532 credits. Profit. Well played, sir.